Chuck had never been close to his biological family. Even as a child, he felt distant from them, like he didn't quite belong. When his mother died in a car accident, he felt grief, but not the raw, piercing pain that hit his little sister Isabelle. She had been in the passenger seat when their mother's car spun out of control on a rain-slicked road. Isabelle had survived, but something in her broke that day. She rarely smiled now, her voice often trembling, and shadows seemed to follow her no matter how brightly the sun shone. After the accident, Chuck and his wife Maria decided to move Isabelle into their new home, hoping a change of scenery. Their house was a modest two-story colonial on the edge of town, with wide oak floors and tall, creaking doors. At first, it seemed like a fresh start, but tension grew beneath the roof. Isabelle sought therapy, pouring her pain into long conversations with her counselor. But Chuck, who believed in pragmatic solutions, pressured her to take medication, just as Maria did for her own anxiety. Their conversations often escalated into fights, Chuck's frustration clashing with Isabelle's quiet desperation. Maria tried to mediate, but she too had begun to feel uneasy since moving in. The house seemed restless, alive with whispers she couldn't quite place. The first strange event occurred late one night. Maria awoke to the sound of a woman humming outside their bedroom window. She peered through the glass, but no one was there. Another night, Isabelle saw her reflection in the bathroom mirror tilt its head a second too late. The reflection smiled faintly, though her lips remained still. Chuck dismissed these incidents as stress. "You're both grieving. The mind plays tricks," he insisted. But deep down, he felt a chill when the air grew cold in the halls or when he found muddy footprints in the kitchen where no one had gone outside. One afternoon, an elderly neighbor named Mrs. Abernathy stopped by with a pie. Her pale blue eyes lingered too long on Isabelle before she whispered to Chuck, "You should know, this town has a shadow. Her name is Helen Foster. She lost her daughter years ago, a sweet girl who took her own life. Helen never left. She hunts the broken ones, the sick, the grieving. She whispers to them, until they can't take it anymore." Chuck tried to laugh it off, but the seriousness in the woman's gaze unsettled him. That night, as Maria and Isabelle spoke in the living room, the fireplace flared without warning. Flames shaped like a woman's face burst upward before vanishing. Isabelle screamed. The haunting escalated. Maria found herself waking in strange places, once standing in the backyard barefoot at 3 a.m., another time gripping a kitchen knife with no memory of picking it up. Isabelle's depression deepened, not with her own thoughts, but with a new voice whispering, "End the pain. End yourself." One evening, while Chuck searched the basement for a lead, he found an old box stuffed with brittle letters. The handwriting was frantic, pleading. They were from Helen Foster, begging the parents of her daughter's bully to stop the torment. One letter, smeared with dried tears, read, "They spit on her. They broke her books. They laugh when she cries. I beg the school, the town, everyone, no one will help. If anything happens to her, it will be on your hands." The last letter was never sent. Helen's words twisted darker. "If no one will save her, I will make you all pay." When Chuck brought the letters upstairs, Isabelle's face went pale. She whispered, "She's here. She's in Maria." Chuck turned to his wife. At first, Maria looked normal, but her eyes gleamed with a cold, alien sharpness. She smiled, though not with warmth. Helen's voice slipped through Maria's lips. "You live in my house. My grief built these walls. You will suffer as I suffered." The possession went unnoticed at first. Maria continued her daily routines, but her laugh sounded hollow, her movements stiff. Isabelle avoided her, sensing the wrongness. Chuck clung to denial, even as the house groaned and shadows clung to every corner. They soon discovered the truth about 825 Forest Road. Isabelle's friend Luke, who had been researching town records, revealed that Helen's house had vanished from maps after the town's border shrank. The road still existed, deep in the woods, but it was no longer marked. Determined to end the curse, Chuck and Isabelle prepared to track it down. They left Maria at home under Luke's watch, unaware While Chuck and Isabelle trudged through the forest searching for the house, the family realtor arrived, hoping to film a testimonial for their dream home. The camera rolled as Maria sat stiffly in the chair. Then her lips curled into a sneer, and Helen's voice poured out. My daughter begged for mercy. She begged for someone to listen. The parents mocked me. The school ignored me. I sent letters, I screamed, I cried. No one helped. When she tied the rope, I felt it around my own neck. So I joined her. And now, I make them all listen. The lights shattered. The camera clattered to the floor as Maria lunged with inhuman strength. Luke screamed as her hands wrapped around his throat. The realtor tried to run, but Maria's body moved like a predator, snapping his neck in an instant. Meanwhile, Chuck and Isabelle stumbled into a clearing where an old mailbox stood, 825 Forest Road. But behind it was no house, only the forest itself. Confused, Chuck unfolded Helen's letters again. His breath caught. It's not her home, he whispered. It's ours. She made our house her home. Before they could act, a figure appeared among the trees. Helen Foster's ghost emerged, pale and contorted, eyes black as tar. Her lips stretched into a shriek as she hurled herself at the siblings. The forest twisted, branches clawing like fingers. Isabelle screamed as Helen's icy grip locked around her throat. Chuck fought desperately, swinging a broken branch through the air. Helen's laughter echoed. The ground shook. Back at the house, Maria, still possessed, stood in the blood-soaked living room, staring into the realtor's shattered camera lens. Her reflection blinked independently, and Helen's voice whispered, "This family is mine." The film cut to black.